Hi Rio Grande third graders. We're going to take a look at another article in our Scholastic News. So make sure that you have the Be Proud of Who You Are Scholastic News edition. We are going to take a look at our color for everyone. Now remember that you can also access this through your Clever Scholastic News through the digital version. So let's go ahead and take a look at our article. So I'm going to read this kind of with you. The question it poses for you at the beginning, it says, as you read, what does it mean to be included? And how can you include others? So this is more of like for social, being social with your peers and your classmates to kind of help develop friendship kind of issues. So we're going to read here. When Belen Woodard was in third grade, a classmate asked, "Can you please pass the skin-colored crayon?" Belen had heard that question many times before, but this time something bothered her. She was the only black girl in her grade. While peach color matched most of her classmates' skin colors, it didn't match hers. So why did everyone call it the skin-colored crayons? It made me feel not as important, says Belen, now in 5th grade. Like there's only one skin color? So if you think about our own skin colors in our own New Mexico or our own Belen area, we probably could say that most of our skin colors are going to be light to fairly tan. And so think about in your own situation, if you were a person that had a very dark skin color, how would it make you feel to not be able to show yourself in a way that depicted who you are as a person? So she's trying to kind of convey her concerns about why aren't all skin colors being shown in the colors of this set of crayons here. Because we have many different skin colors. Belen knew different kids all around the world used other crayons to draw themselves. She wanted to change the way her friends thought about skin color. But how could she help them to do that? So she's wanting people to think about race and how it's depicted to not just herself, but also her friends and probably her classmates, because most of them, it sounds like that they're a more Caucasian, of a more Caucasian race. So Belen's big idea. So this is called a heading, and a heading kind of gives you an idea about what this column or this article part is going to be about. So in this section, we're going to probably figure out that Belen has a big idea. Belen made a plan for the next time someone asked for a skin-colored crayon. Rather than just handing over peach, she'd ask what color that person wanted. Because people's skin can be lots of beautiful colors, Belen explains. Belen's teacher loved the idea. Before long, her class stopped calling peach the skin-colored crayon. Then her entire school made that same change. That was nice, Belen says, but I wanted more people to change too. So she got people to thinking about not peach as being the skin color, but more as thinking about peach as a color in general and not as necessarily a skin color, and getting people to think about the different colors of skin that people actually have. More than peach. So this is going to probably tell us more in this heading, more about the different colors that she was expecting for people to be able to use. That's when Boleyn's More Than Peach project was born. So this is her project. They're calling it the More Than Peach project. Boleyn thinks we should celebrate how we're all different. To do that, she knew the world needed to be more inclusive. Inclusive is included. Include is part of the word include, so that means included. I wanted to make sure that everyone has a crayon that represents them and matches their skin. But most boxes of crayons don't include enough crayons or colors to do that. So Boleyn used money she had saved to order crayons in diverse skin tones. Now, the word diverse, if you think about she saved her money to order crayons in diverse skin tones, diverse would mean different skin tones. She packed them with sketch pads and donated the packs to schools near her home in Virginia. Next heading, a bright future. Before long, Boleyn's project spread on social media, which is like Facebook or any type of Twitter or those types of app programs. Now she sells her kits online and continues to give away free packets. So if you think about what a bright future means, they're talking about how it's changed for her and how she's been able to create these new kits that she's been able to take online and give away in these packs. So she's got a bright future ahead of her. Kids across the country are excited to have colors they need to draw themselves. They've even sent Boleyn hundreds of thank you notes. Boleyn says she will continue changing the world one crayon at a time. So at a time like where we see where we want to be more inclusive, that means we want to include people more, and we want to look at how people are diverse and different, not just in skin color, but just being more tolerant of people and the way they are different from each other. That's what makes us so unique, is we are all different from each other. And we need to look at each other and not say, ew, that person is so different. Wow, that person is different. So what we're going to do is, now that we've finished reading this article, I'm going to show you the handout that's going to be in your social studies Schoology for tomorrow. The first question asks, what color were Boleyn's classmates referring to when they asked for the skin-colored? How did this make Boleyn feel? So there's two parts to this question, and we always want to take part of our question and incorporate it into our answer. So the important part of this is going to be the color Boleyn's classmates were referring to was, and then you're going to finish that answer with the correct response from our reading. And then the second question, how did this make Boleyn feel? We include here, this made Boleyn feel. And then these three little dots indicate that you're going to complete that answer. So just remember that you're always going to rewrite a answer response with using part of the question into that answer. We want to get away from answering with because. 2, what is the goal of the More Than Peach project? So again, we take away our question and we would put the goal for the More Than Peach, and we're capitalizing it because this is a special name of a project. The goal for the More Than Peach project is, so what was that? What was the purpose of the project that she was in charge of? And number 3, what does inclusive mean? So we need to write inclusive means, and then we're going to finish that. And then we also need to answer the question, how is Belen trying to make the world more inclusive? That means make people feel more included. She is making people feel included by, and then explain how she's making people feel included. So those are the questions you're going to answer based on the article. And so those will be turned in or submitted in Schoology. And if you have any other questions, give us an email. Thank you.